So I just wanted to review a little bit about the enhanced ER model a little bit and diagramming and show you some examples of some data. So this is in Lucid Chart, and I will put a link on Blackboard for this, and then I'll show it on the screen in a second too. But essentially, here we have a person, faculty, staff, and student. And again, as we mentioned, we have attribute inheritance going on here. All have Social Security number, name, and city. Faculty have rank and salary, staff position and salary, student major year graduation. Now I talked about total specialization, and so here a person can't be a generic person, right? It could be faculty, staff, or a student. It can't just be a person. Partial, they could just be a person, right? By itself. And then we talked about the idea of disjoint, and this is really what I wanted to show you. So with disjoint, we have a person. Now notice how we have, because it's going to be total specialization, that doesn't matter so much other than the fact that type can't be blank, right? But we have a type for the subtype discriminator, not anything else. So either faculty, student, or a staff, faculty, staff, or student. So look down here, some data we have, and this is the way this would be represented data-wise. We would have, here we have Smith and Jones. Smith happens to be a student, there's an S here. Jones is a faculty member. They can't be more than one of these, so that's going to have, and there's no staff at this point. If we had partial, we might in fact have somebody, say Klein, who has absolutely nothing here, right? Totally blank, because he's just a person. Overlap changes things a lot. So overlap, we suddenly say, oh, we have a faculty, a staff, and a student. And so those are all discriminated. So those become separate fields. So you have no, yes. This person happens to be a student, and the faculty, they yes. It is total, so you can't be anybody but one of these or more than one. Notice how if we look up, say, Jones, we'd find Jones over here and over here. Okay. So that's quite possible in the real world. And then overlap partial. Here we have the case where we have Klein again. Klein is none of these, just a person. So he's all no's. So it's just a little different with the discriminators with this. It's just an example of accounts and savings and loan. So that, again, going back here, this kind of brings just a difference between the discriminators. In the case of a disjoint, it's always just going to be type equals something. In the case of overlap, it's going to be 3 or how many other subtypes there are, discrete fields. Okay, so I just want to point that out a little bit. And again, check this out in Lucid Chart as well. Thanks.